Number 5 in the country for Nebraska is Isaiah White, the senior from Chicago, against Bailee O'Reilly, the redshirt sophomore from Goodhue, Minnesota, about an hour away from here.
Yeah, Isaiah White having a nice season. He's just gone out to, kind of beat the people that he should beat in that weight class, returning All-American. Going against O'Reilly here. Nice whip over attempt there, roll through there by O'Reilly. Good reactions by both guys. Now an ankle pick.
Yeah, the first 2 points there for Isaiah White.
Yeah, beautiful job on that ankle pick, kind of wrestling in a kind of a series there where he hit the whip over, came back to that ankle pick, and finished well.
White comes in 15-3, and even marked 3-3 in his Big Ten duels, as Nebraska overall has been very sharp as of late, as they've won their last 5 straight duels. A really difficult start to Big Ten action in January with the way their schedule lined up, but they've cruised as of late. I shouldn't say cruised. They've gotten it in the right gear, but that doesn't mean it's been easy.
Well, you take a look at this Husker team and you see, a really balanced team from top to bottom. They're very competitive. They've got Isaiah White has probably been their leader along with Chad Redd at 141. And these guys have, the rest of the team has kind of worked around. They do have all their All-Americans, but these guys have been the most consistent guys on their team.
White at number 5, Chad Redd, 141 pounds, checking in at number 9 in the rankings according to Intermat. And Eric Schultz, who we'll see a couple weights from now at 197 pounds, is number 4, their highest scorer in dual action this year.
Now, there is going to be a forfeit at 133, so that's already been determined. So there'll be Minnesota will not be bringing a wrestler out at 133.
No Boo Dryden today. Did not pass the skin check. Checking in an hour before.
Isaiah White, one of those guys that he's been able to do, I think, pretty well against some of the best competition. He had a late takedown in the first period against Alex Marinelli, and we know how tough that he is for Iowa in that dual meet. And he's a guy that needs to get out quickly from underneath, and then he does a fairly good job of neutralizing his opponents. He likes to hit a straight-on freight train double. That's kind of his go-to move here. He does a lot of faking. And what you like to see from him is when he's low position right there and he decides to attack on those legs, and even oftentimes attack below the knee. With snap down, pursuit with a shot.
White with an early takedown. O'Reilly the escape point to get to 2-1 here. And O'Reilly did not go in their last duel as they took on Iowa. That was a 35-6 victory in favor of the number 1 Hawkeyes, with Casper McIntosh coming up from 157 pounds. O'Reilly under the weather, but back to it in good health here on this Friday night.
Yeah, there's a pretty big spread in that dual meet, but the Minnesota, I think, had a lot to take away from that. They were in a lot of matches physically. They, battled pretty hard, and this Iowa team is just a juggernaut this year. Maybe having the potential of having 10 All-Americans on their team, and if you look at the rankings, they complement that.
A very daunting squad, and will be very interesting to watch how that all plays out when the championships come here in less than a month to the largest venue ever seen for that event at US Bank Stadium.
Boy, isn't that going to be fun? We get a sense of it now. I like to see this from White getting right to his feet up off the whistle. How much of a contested ride there by O'Reilly, and O'Reilly just cannot sit out there in front of he's either got to make contact, try to grind on it his opponent, create a little bit of motion. But you stay on the tracks like he is right now, Isaiah White will blow right through you on a freight train double. He's just one of those people that really can be powerful when he chooses to go ahead and hit that shot. And I think that's what the staff would like to see from White, is more offense, more attempts, because he finishes so well.
When you say on the tracks, do you mean too stagnant?
No, what I'm saying is if you looked at those guys right there, the right foot of White to the left foot of, they look like they're set on a set of train tracks, right? And when you are on a set of train tracks like this, is usually the best athlete's going to win in a power situation, just kind of like two linemen going at each other. Who's going to win that? If you can attack at an angle, you can go ahead and say, reduce some of that reliance on athletic ability. But White, likes to be out there out front, has a great double, and when you got an opponent that has a double like that, you got to move to the corner, create little angles on him so he's firing into space.
White got the escape point to start the period to take his lead up to 3-1.
30 seconds.
Winner this year at the Cliff Keen Las Vegas Invitational. The Nebraska team won their 3rd title there out of the 32 teams competing.
Yeah, tremendous performance in that tournament, and is one of the big tournaments of the season, along with the Midlands, Southern Scuffle. There's that straight on double. You notice how he sets that up here to get to his single leg. So the actual shot, the first double leg, was a setup to get to the single. But he's got short time, not much time to work with.
Not enough time to finish it off, so 2 minutes to go here in our opening match. And O'Reilly will start on bottom, looking to score quickly here as he's within a takedown. It's been a good indicator for Nebraska when they've been the winners of the team title at the Cliff Keen Las Vegas. The last 2 times they did that, 2003, 2008, they finished in the top 5 at the NCAA championships come March.
Well, they aced out Ohio State for that championship. That's pretty good showing there. Ohio State's had a pretty strong team season as well. Nice job there by O'Reilly with the switch attempt. Good tight waist ride there by White. Really trying to work that near wrist ride. Activity level there by O'Reilly gives him the escape. So riding time not a factor here for either guy. Actually, it is with the 137.
And that's in favor of White, giving him an effective 4-2 lead.
And we always talk about this, Mike, but it's just too early with 1:14 left in the match. And you've seen this before, when guys shut it down a little bit early. Maybe they give up a stall warning or a stall point and give up that takedown. You still want to be hunting for your offense at this, time and score.
I think that was the big takeaway, even though O'Reilly is down here. So offense is imperative for him as he goes for the shot there, and a great sprawl from White as he works toward the perimeter. But talking to Brandon Eggum yesterday, what he wanted was for that fight all the way till the end. Even, as you said, in Iowa, it was a lopsided final score, but to be able to, even if you know it's not going to go your way, finish the full 7 minutes.
Yeah, and that's what he's doing right now. You see, O'Reilly has really changed his tack right now. He's the one that's coming forward. He's the one that's pursuing. You should be able to measure this if you're White. Notice how he's tying up both guys are getting tied up with the fingers now. Touch and go. Straight on shot, pretty easily measured by White. Notice how he's coming back to the center of the mat, though. He's circling back in.
Now just 10 seconds.
Just got himself tied up. Too many ties here where he's not going to get to a leg, not be able to score. Good finish, Red White.
And O'Reilly needed a takedown, didn't get it. It's a 4-2 decision in favor of Isaiah White.